Let's have a look at the solution. It's the AI people-powered multi-million-dollar playbook. You like the idea of a multi-million-dollar impact and doing this through people that are empowered with AI, then you're in exactly the right zone. Here's our plan of attack. It covers 3 areas: the formula, people, and technology. The formula is our AI-powered people and technology results multiplier formula. I'm going to spell that out for you in a sec so you can understand it and apply it. Second here around people, using AI to put the right people in the right seats at the world's best value prices. Just like Jim Collins says, we've got to get the right people in the right seats on the bus. And then technology is all about creating an execution environment with a culture that is powered with AI. Let's have a look at the formula. It looks like this. It's engagement plus morale multiplied by execution to the power of AI is what gives us the results multiplier impact. Now, 92% of executives agree that high engagement leads to happier customers. This is the Gallup data that's coming out at us. Also, that companies with the highest rates of employee engagement are 21% more profitable. Now, with this in mind, we say change the formula, change the result. This is the formula that gets the results multipliers. Now, from a people perspective now, we're going to use AI. We're going to show you exactly what we do in using AI to get the world's best value people in the right seats for you. There's 3 sections to this. We're going to clarify the plan with our AI strategic workforce plan. We've built that here for you to utilize. Then we're going to break the laws of physics when it comes to placing team members and actually increase speed, increase quality, and reduce the cost of the process. We'll show you the exact AI tools we're using for that. And then we're going to share some examples of the types of positions that you can be deploying from the Philippines and the types of savings you can expect to see. Here's a sneak peek on the savings. Just have a look at those bar graphs, the disparity between salaries on average that you'll see between Philippines and the US. The good news is that when working with GoTeam, we actually pay above market salaries, and we'll encourage you to go for the highest quality talent so that you get the best value out with the performance. And there's no point, many outsourcing organizations will be talking about these really low wage costs. That's not the game to play. You get what you pay for. I think we all know that analogy and principle in life. We don't recommend jumping in with like graduates out of university. We look at people who've got years of experience and tenureship. In fact, there's a whole formula that we use behind that to ensure you can get the best value talent. Now, what the impact is on your business as a result, if you look at just if you've got 100 employees in the United States or Australia or the United Kingdom, then within the next 2 years, we can see a $2 million or greater impact on your bottom line just by following through on the strategic workforce plan. In simplicity, you would see in the first year, 10 to 11 people starting with GoTeam, and then in the second year, 10 to 11 people as well. And across that period, you'll see more than a $2 million saving. Now, what we recommend is that as you have attrition onshore, you start backfilling with your offshore team. Now, we note that in the United States alone, there's on average 25% attrition in organization. That's per annum. That's a natural statistic. So the game there is to backfill as you move forward. Now, if you're on a 3 times multiple on the valuation of your organization, this is a $6 million impact. If you're on a 5 times multiple, this is a $10 million impact. And of course, the larger your organization or the larger your multiple, the bigger impact that we see. Now, how do we do the strategic workforce planning? Well, we use our proprietary AI tool to look at all of the different departments or divisions in your organization. And we can start out very simple with like marketing and sales and customer service, operations, IT, finance, human resources. And the AI, based on your industry, is going to start suggesting the types of roles that are best suited for being global team members out of the Philippines. After that, the AI is going to help to write the position descriptions, even the metrics for those roles. And we start to have a look at some matching of pre-interviewed talent so you can get some insight. All of this happens with one of our specialists on a discovery call. Now, we need to look at this speed, quality, and cost equation so that we can actually start to break these laws of physics. And to do this, we first start to make sure that the talent pool is available. And so we invest over $100,000 per annum with LinkedIn Recruiter so that we can drill down into the data and have a look to see how big the pools of talents are in specific roles. And in addition, then we can craft what the attraction strategy is going to be. Now, speaking of attraction strategies, you need to have a great brand in this market. And the great news is you get to leverage off our brand as your representatives here in the Philippines. Now, at GoTeam, we have between 1,000 to 3,000 applicants every single week coming in to want to work with the organization and great clients like yourselves. Now, this also brings on a new challenge, which with that many people, how does everyone get interviewed? Well, the great news is we've built out the tool set with AI to handle this. Now, if we just slow down for a moment and we looked at, let's say we're in the United States, these statistics are relevant for US, but are similar in Australia and the UK, is that for every job opening, you'll see on average about 250 resumes come through. You've seen those email inboxes of yours fill up before with the applicants. From that, generally there's only 4 to 6 interviews that occur, and then that's narrowed down to fill that one position. Now, the challenge is there's often a lot of bias in the interview process, and even things like time constraints are a big impact. That's why we built out our Multiply Tech and our interview room AI to be able to write the position description, write the questions for the interview, write the answers, do the interview itself, and then even run the analysis afterwards. We're going to have a quick look at how this works. The AI writes the position description. You can augment that and adjust it. Interview questions, answers, you can edit those as well. Helps to post that out online. The interview occurs. Let's listen to it now.
How do you ensure that your product vision aligns with the overall business objectives and goals?
I love this question. This is one of the key things a product director must learn to do.
So all those questions, you get playbacks on them. There's a full transcription. The AI even does the analysis and gives it a score. The quality areas that the applicant excelled in or room for improvement are summarized there. Qualification scores, behavioral scores, psychometric testing, even international English language test standard assessment is done. And you can set the band that you desire for people to pass in order for this role to be successful with an applicant. Now, we also, in this whole process around speed, is that when people are applying from LinkedIn, which is the number one source for job boards right now to get the best talent, is that interview room link goes straight into the apply button. So people don't need to worry about that scheduling dance of trying to get a time that actually suits. You know, if you might find that really top quality candidates, they're still working hard in their current roles, and the times that really suit them for an interview are after hours. And that never really aligns with recruiters or hiring managers. But now the AI does the first pass interview, and we end up seeing more applicants come through, which means more to choose from. Now, the next thing is this level of analysis that the AI can do. As human beings, we're unable to index this amount of information and compare people against each other. So now we can offer an unbiased interview approach. And the interesting thing is, people tend to open up more to the AI than they do to the human. It takes away a lot of the nervous energy, makes it more comfortable, and the feedback that we get because we actually share how the individual went afterwards is just amazing. And so it actually increases the whole candidate experience. Now, as we start to get all this top talent in, you might be starting to think, okay, wow, where are the different positions and what are the savings? In general, you're between 60 to 70% saving on what your total employment cost investment that you would see in US, UK, Australia. And the types of roles that we see placed cover the different pillars in business like marketing and sales and production, admin, finance, human resources, and technology. And from an industry perspective, it's incredibly broad because although every industry is different, the pillars are the same. We all have marketing, we all have sales, we all have customer and product and service delivery and so forth. So this makes sense to build a team that you can bring together that can actually interface and interact together based under the one roof or under the one business employer of record, which is what we do for you. Now, once we get this great talent, it's now time to get the execution environment and the culture set in a way and enhance it through the power of AI. I'm going to share with you our excellent execution and flow process. It's not a program, it's a process. How to apply AI at work, and then the quarterly AI-powered people and technology multi-million-dollar playbook review. Because if you're going to get started on this journey, the best thing is to do a review, see how you're going, and continue to improve. It really is a scientific method, right? You make the hypothesis, run the experiment, you do the review on the results, and you keep iterating going forward. And at the pace that we're moving with AI, I can guarantee you the iterations will continue and improve the results remarkably as we move forward together. Just a reminder, change the formula, change the result. This is now the game that we're putting into practice here. And it starts out with the concept of measure what matters. If you can't measure it, you cannot improve it. And as John Dewar says in his book, Measure What Matters, execution is everything. That means that team members need to understand on a daily basis if they're winning or losing. They need to know what is the most important metric in order to drive it forward. And so everyone deserves to feel like they're winning at work. That means we need scoreboards. So part of our process through our OKRX app is actually to get the right metrics in place. Objectives, key results, and a new metric called an X factor, which is a behavioral metric. When done with the right quantity, quality, and consistency, is the best bet for driving these metrics forward. Now, if all of that's new, don't worry, we've got your back. The AI is going to help write these metrics for you to give you the ideas of what to improve on. And then team members will go through a process to set up their scoreboards in week 1 and be showing the results of these by the end of their first week at work. Now, all of this is backed by a program, a process, a framework, in fact, I should say, which is our results engagement morale execution framework. And what we do here is we build off Gallup's 12 questions of employee engagement, and we connect this with execution that delivers results. Team members are going to understand how they deliver impact in the organization. They'll have a winnable game to be driving results forward. They'll have a designed future so they know what to look forward to and ensure that on a regular basis they're being seen and feeling heard. Why is this important? Well, when we drive engagement, as Gallup will share with us, that the positive outcomes are increased customer engagement and loyalty, increased productivity across the entire business, profitability goes up, well-being increases, and participation from team members is also driven north. If you haven't seen the 12 questions, we'll ensure that you can get access to these, or you can Google those as well. These are powerful. And so we ask these on a regular basis to get the health check along the way to understand what needs to be focused on next. Now, a big part of this is that people feel like they're winning, and that they're being celebrated for the progress that they're making. And so on a daily basis, there's a huddle with a team around their metrics, where people are making their updates on their progress, they're sharing their commitments for the day ahead, and they get to celebrate each other in a really encouraging environment. Now, beyond this is then the important check-in that occurs between a leader and a team member. And we give you the education and the tools to be able to execute this really cleanly. There's a big question from Gallup, and it is this: in the last 7 days, have I received praise for doing good work? This is so vital for an individual to be seen and heard in the progress that they're making. The tool set is there for you in our OKRX app. We take you through the structure, we give the training, and very soon you'll also see the AI performance coach that will support you in these activities. Now, beyond that is in the regular performance reviews. Now, we kind of think most performance review processes are a bit broken. We have a win-win performance agreement process for you. Recommendation is to do it every 6 months with an annual salary review. It's really important. We also run the win-win approach at the 1, 3, and 5 mark when a new team member is starting to prepare them to be able to win by the time they get to their 6-month regularization. And the big news supported to this coming very soon is our new AI performance coach that's going to support team members every day in the work that they're doing to help ensure that they can give their highest potential, never feel like they're falling behind. And they've always got someone to connect to and ask, what could I do better or what could I do next before you even get to the point of needing to connect with a leader. And I think some of us will need that, feel a bit shy at first, not sure if they could ask or not. So now they'll be able to ask those questions in private and really win in public in the results that they're delivering. We love the idea of being able to increase people's confidence in the workplace. Speaking of confidence, part of that comes through results delivery. And in today's environment, that means that we need to get into flow state more. Focus and flow is so critical for results delivery. And when we're working on such cognitively demanding tasks like we do working behind computers, one of the key things is to impose these deadlines in order to deliver results. Then we'll see things like procrastination can reduce by nearly 70% and work outputs by up to 30%. But we can go one step further, and that's where we start to do this as group accountability sessions. That'll drive performance up 230%. Or if we look at McKinsey's 10-year study on flow state, once we get people into flow, we can get up to 500% output. Now imagine that, if we could do an hour of deep work once, twice, maybe 3 times a day where we actually hit flow state, massively deliver our output, and then have this great feeling throughout the rest of the day. Imagine that. If that's desirable, have a look at this, what we've built for you. Oh, but first, the challenge is most people don't get into flow state and get into the zone. Is these little devices that we've got, our mobile phones, one's down there, they are devilish little devices. Every 9.3 minutes, we tend to touch our phones, but it takes 10 to 15 minutes to get into flow state. It is a neurochemical change that we need to occur in our brains to get to flow state, and you break the pattern every time you get distracted. So change the formula, change the result, and in this one, we change the environment for execution by inviting team members into a power hour. Now, a power hour occurs on Zoom. We're just about to release into the Zoom marketplace our Power Hour game or Power Hour AI. You'll see it across the two names there. The Power Hour is led by one of our Power Hour champions, and it covers our proprietary 3-step process: plan, attack, and celebrate. Now, the way this works is the Power Hour champion invites everyone into the session. They're pretty much on the hour every hour through majority of hours of the week. And you can book into the sessions. Once you're in there, there's a 5-minute focus ritual, which will get people on board for single tasking and turning off all the distractions and setting their own focus and flow state scores before they do a breathing ritual. And then they're into 50 minutes of deep work. That's the attack phase. Everyone leaves their cameras on, but microphones and chat are off, and everyone's in the zone, and they're working away, knowing that everyone else is there doing the same thing. They've shown up for the same reasons. At the end of the 50-minute mark, the counter is counting down. There's then the celebrate phase to close out and enjoy the fact of that, amazing level of neurochemistry and effort that's gone on to deliver these results. And people celebrate together at the end of it. And it is addictive. On top of that, we gamify the approach. You can have a leaderboard in your organization to show just the progress of having the Power Hour sessions and really ramp up these results. Speaking of ramping up results, that takes us now from flow state into accelerating with AI. And once again, built here at GoTeam is our AI agent, no-code AI agent builder. Now, if you haven't heard of AI agents yet, that's okay. They are very new. They've been the domain of developers only recently. Now we've got this into your hands with a no-code AI agent builder. An AI agent is an AI entity that does the work you do for you. I'm going to show you an example right now. Looks a little bit like ChatGPT at first, but you can build your own agents using AI. Your team members are going to learn how to actually build AI agents. And then they're going to learn how to become a flow engineer, which means that they'll build out these workflows that'll help to execute a range of tasks at the same time. Now, and you can connect to external tools. Now, in this example here, I've asked the AI to help me with writing an article for lead generation on the latest research on the internet. Now, it'll do a 6 to 8 hours task here in under 60 seconds. This video is a little bit old, but the latest one goes under 60 seconds. It'll do, in this example, the research analyst goes out and finds like 9 articles, it summarizes those. Headline creator, blog article writer, royalty-free image finder, email copywriter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn copywriters. It does it all today with our latest models in under 60 seconds. Now, learning how to use AI and to execute effectively does require some education, and it's not a one and done program, it's an ongoing process. And so our excellent execution and flow process comes with the right education that you need to get there. We space this out with some intensity in the first and second weeks, and then ongoing support forever. And team members can come back to these sessions at any time, or in your quarterly review, if you see that maybe some of the numbers are dropping, we can invite people back into these sessions to help support them. Now, it covers execution, it covers AI, it covers the Power Hour, and all the other tools that we recommend using. And with this, and as you start to embrace AI more, the next part of the piece of the puzzle here to look at a higher, more strategic level is your AI strategic roadmap. Now, we have both a self-serve option for this, so you can watch the videos and you can interact with the AI agent chat on those pages to actually help you with more questions, just like you can do on this page as well. Any questions you have around this video, you can ask the AI agent that's on the page. And yes, this AI agent was built from our no-code AI agent builder so that you can get that same approach and deploy it onto your websites as well. And if the AI agent can't answer the question, or I've told it not to answer it yet because it'll be answered into the next video, it'll let you know that as well. All right, once you get this map going for your overall organization, then it's time to look at the AI goals and roles roadmap as well. So we can have a look at where you're going to continue improving performance over time. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You're going to get some quick wins, but it's the way things are moving so fast, we're going to keep helping you here. And so my role as Chief AI Officer at GoTeam and at Multiply Tech is to help present you continuously with these new ideas and strategies that are going to help unleash the potential of your team members and drive up those results and reduce the cost in your organization. You're also going to get access to how to run 90-day implementation plans across the process of discover, design, deploy, educate, execute, and evaluate. And so you want to find team members who are going to run with these, and just know that we're here to help with that education in the implementation of these. Now, finally, we'll have a look at the quarterly review playbook to make sure everything's humming along nicely, which covers from a people perspective, performance to goals, and then the strategic workforce plan to make sure you're going to hit those savings, technology, the AI goals and roles, and you also have a bit of a drop into your strategic roadmap as well. That one's probably more like a 6 to 12 month view. You definitely want to be looking at those AI goals and roles on a quarterly basis to at the very minimum, be deploying more of the AI agents to help people in the roles that they're working on. Now, our approach with this one, if you've got a team that's under 5 people, then it's self-serve with AI agent to support you. If you're 5 people or more, then you'll get a session with one of our account managers to help progress you forward. Remember, change the formula, change the result. Now, in video 3, which is coming up next, if you like what you've seen so far, then we'll share with you our how we actually build your AI-powered people team with GoTeam. We'll cover our package and inclusions and the choices available there. Also introduce you to offset outsourcing and our referral program to reduce or offset your investment. And then we'll take you through the next steps, which is how to build out your strategic workforce plan. Actually make the meeting with us. You'll be able to book a meeting in after the 3rd video if it's what you like. Also, if you have any questions, you get to ask that into the AI agent now. We'll certainly love to see you on the next video and get you heading forward to being able to build out this multi-million-dollar AI-powered people playbook. I'll see you in the next video.